of peace, and I think it does the same for a lot of people. A lot of people playing the game, a lot of people watching the game, a lot of people that have any impact of the game. So when you bring such a controversy to the stadium, to the field, to the game, it takes away from that. It takes away from the joy and to the love that football brings a lot of people. And so for me, I'm all about making a change, making a difference. And I think this whole kneeling and all that was all about just raising awareness, and the fact that we're still talking about social injustice years later. I think we've got to that point. I think we've proved and we know that there's social injustice. So I'm up for taking a next step, that whatever that step may be, for action and not just kneeling. I've always believed standing up for what I believe in, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Us as a team, we chose to stand together for the national anthem, and it was our decision, and I think it just shows our culture. It shows that, you know, that we have unity. We're going to stand as one. That's not knocking anyone else who may choose to kneel during the national anthem, but we're the Dallas Football Cowboys, America's team. We stand for the national anthem.
And Rob Parker is now with us. There are plenty of layers to this, but what is your reaction?
Just total, total disappointment from the standpoint of, for them to sit up there and talk about that this was their decision and not Jerry Jones's is just totally false. So wait a minute, they stand for the national anthem. Did we remember, did Jerry Jones not kneel last year at some point? Did they, all the players not? Right.
But it was not during the anthem, it was before the anthem.
But they still kneel, right? Kneel before the game, right? What was that gesture for?
It was the Monday night.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But the other point is, when I talk about Dak and Zeke, is basically, this to me is the cop-out, the sellout. You could do whatever you want, but to try to put yourself under the Dallas Cowboy umbrella. Shannon Sharp, you are a man first before you're a football player. Football is what you do for a living. It's not who you are. And once you give that up and tell people that it's about the game and all this other stuff,
joy,
and all that you're taking away from other people, it's ridiculous. It makes my skin boil. It just, and then the other part of it is, here are the Cowboys talking about that it's a distraction, all this. Which team of all teams had so many guys either involved or talking about it last year? Was that the Philadelphia Eagles? Was that Malcolm, right?
Well, they had one for sure, because he was the leader of.
And then who else did they go out?
Chris Long. Yeah. Keep going.
It's just
Keep going. I only know those two. I just know two.
But the point is, it wasn't a distraction for them. Then they win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Okay, who did they go get this past offseason? Was it Michael Bennett? Was Michael Bennett involved? Why would you bring that to a team that's just won a championship? Why would you want to mess up your locker room or whatever? The bottom line is this. I think it's disappointing that these guys are being led astray. There's so many guys who wind up on the wrong side of history. Jerry Jones will wind up on the wrong side of history, and all these players, especially the black ones who are there wearing those Cowboy uniforms, will wind up on the wrong side of history, because you should never, ever feel as if you're doing something wrong to stand up for social justice. How in the world is that something that's wrong, and you want to tell people that, oh, no, we have to do this because we have on football uniforms on a Sunday afternoon, when innocent people are being shot down, black people are being shot down in the street for no reason? That's worth fighting for. It's not a football game.
I'm sure glad Rosa Parks wasn't tired on a Saturday. Damn. Skip, just think the time and the venue had she not been tired on a work day and had to take the bus. But we have a different scenario, because that wasn't the time nor the venue for her to be tired, Rob Parker. You know, Rob, I've only been black 3 times. As a baby, a boy, and a man. So in other words, I've been black all my life. I've been poor. Part of it, well off now. So if I've only been one of these things part of my life. See, I've been black all my life. See, Dak, you're going to find out. You just became the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You just became a starting quarterback in the NFL. But you've been black your entire life. Dak, don't let Jerry Jones fool you to think you're something. Because I remember last year, Skip Bayless, you remember Dez Bryant said, When they asked him about it, I got a family to feed.
And now where's
Where is he at, Skip Bayless? He echoed that echo chamber of Jerry Jones. There will come a time, Dak Prescott, there will come a time, Zeke Elliott, that you echo in that, but you will be black. You can never outrun that. And I get it. You said your love, your joy is taken away. Okay. There's a lot of people that's had their joy and love taken away.
And their loved ones.
For a very, very different reason. Skip, I got no problem. Look, when you expand upon it like Dak did, just leave it alone. Jerry, that's the Cowboys policy. I might not necessarily agree, but Jerry has spoken. I have no further comment. For Zeke Elliott to talk about the Cowboys culture, when they have player after player for DUI, for suspension on drug-related issues that's been suspended, and now you say your culture is stand in total line for the anthem. I'm not just talking about 2000 Cowboys. We go back to the 90s. We can go back to the 80s. We go back to the 70s. So,
okay, but that's apples and oranges.
I'm just saying the culture. Culture is not established in 2 years. The culture of the Dallas Cowboys.
The unity of the teams I covered in the 90s was second to none.
So what was their culture? What their culture was. Exactly.
They played hard and they partied hard. What does that have to do with kneeling for the anthem?
He said their culture. Their culture.
This
that's
team.
That's not the Cowboys' culture.
No, he's talking about this year's team. Unity of this team. So, is it my turn? Tell me if it's my turn. Okay, this is going to require me to state this one more time just to keep everything in perspective. I strongly believed from the start in everything Colin. 2016, he said it in 2017. He's now saying it once again ahead of the 2018 season, but it sounds like he's kowtowing to the head cowboy, that he's fallen in line for the boss man, Jerry Jones.
So why not just say, just read my previous statement?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You just expanded, but again,
because Jerry
condemning him. So let me ask both of you a question.
Sure.
How many players in total kneeled last year? How many black players? I don't know. Was it maybe 20? Was it that many?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe that many. So why don't you condemn every other black player who didn't kneel last year?
Because it's
why not?
Because it's not like because you're black you have to kneel. That's your right.
Okay, so why would you pick out these two and condemn them?
Because these conversations here, when they talk about it, it's different to me. It's basically saying
it's because Jerry said it.
No, it's because
Jerry went first this year.
Exactly.
They're under.
It sounds like they're echoing when I asked you a question. How many Cowboys kneeled last year for 16 games?
None.
Zero.
So my
that was
question,
their policy last year. Jerry just reiterated it, and why he did it, I still don't know, because I criticized him. I went to the point of condemning him last Friday. I don't know, what was he doing, a favor for President Trump? It came across that way to me. And then Trump had tweeted, way to go, Jerry, congratulations.
Here's my point to you. It's just like, this is why I had the respect for Aaron Rodgers over Tom Brady on this whole thing. Tom Brady acted as if he didn't know what was going on. Oh, I don't know anything about it. Aaron Rodgers playing in Green Bay, Wisconsin, of all places, where he easily could have just acted as if he didn't know what was happening or it wasn't a part of him. Acknowledge what was going on and the situation and why some people are compelled to kneel and to protest. I could expect that from two guys, high profile, with the Dallas Cowboys, to say, I might not personally choose to do it, but I get it because of what's going on in this country and why some people feel that way.
Okay.
This whole notion that they don't kneel because it's the
I have no comment. That's just ridiculous. I'm out.
See you guys.